This is the story of Haile Selassie, the emperor who stood before the world and warned of a war that would consume them all. It was June 30th, 1936, in the Grand Hall of the League of Nations in Geneva, Switzerland. The world's diplomats sat in silence as a small, dignified man in traditional robes took the stage. He was not a conqueror, he carried no sword, but his words would shake the conscience of the world. "It is us today," he said, "it will be you tomorrow." His name was Haile Selassie I, Emperor of Ethiopia, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. He had come to plead for justice not just for his nation, but for all humanity. Born Tafari Makonnen on July 23, 1892, in Ayersa-Goro, Ethiopia, he was of noble blood, descendant of the biblical King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, a lineage that gave him both heritage and purpose. Even as a child, Tafari was known for wisdom beyond his years. He became governor at just 19, and later rose to the throne in 1930, taking the name Haile Selassie, meaning power of the Trinity. His coronation drew rulers and dignitaries from around the world. He modernized Ethiopia, building schools, hospitals, roads, and introducing a constitution. But while he sought peace and progress, dark clouds were gathering over Africa. In 1935, Italy, led by dictator Benito Mussolini, invaded Ethiopia, one of the only independent African nations left untouched by colonialism. Italian planes dropped poison gas, soldiers burned villages, and thousands of Ethiopians died defending their land. Selassie refused to surrender. He took his plea to the League of Nations, standing before the so-called Guardians of Peace. He asked them to act, to stop the aggression before it spread. But the world remained silent. The League did nothing. And in that silence, World War II was born. Haile Selassie went into exile in England, but his people never gave up. In 1941, with the help of Allied forces, he returned to Ethiopia in triumph, riding through cheering crowds in Addis Ababa, declaring, "Evil will not last forever." He ruled for decades, becoming a symbol of African independence and global justice. Under his leadership, Ethiopia became a founding member of the United Nations, and later the Organization of African Unity, OAU, the foundation of today's African Union. His words inspired generations, until the philosophy which holds one race superior and another inferior is finally discredited and abandoned, there will be war. Those same words would later become immortalized in Bob Marley's song War, turning Haile Selassie's message into a global anthem of equality and unity. To millions, especially in the Rastafarian movement, he was more than an emperor, he was divine. The Lion of Judah, the symbol of eternal kingship and spiritual liberation. But like all great rulers, his reign was not without struggle. By the 1970s, Ethiopia faced drought, famine, and unrest. In 1974, he was deposed by a military coup. A year later, he died in captivity under mysterious circumstances, yet even death could not erase him. His name lives on, in music, in memory, and faith. A man who spoke truth to power when the world's most powerful refused to listen. And today, his voice still echoes. History teaches us that unity is strength and caution is the mother of security. He was the lion who roared for peace, and the world is still learning to listen. Moral of the story: true power is not in armies or crowns, but in the courage to stand for what is right when the world remains silent. A single voice of truth can echo louder than the roar of empires. Every legend carries a lesson. Stay with the Story Vault for more.